One Take Challenge episode 12. I'm stoked as always. What have you got for me? Let's do it. That dog is out. He's snoozing.
What? Why is he hiding?
He's on his chair.
But why is he hiding?
He's not hiding. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to boot him off his chair.
Okay.
But you don't get to see his face.
He's just gonna show his mouth.
Yeah.
其实很简单，其实很自然，两个人的爱由两人分担。其实并不难，是你太悲观，隔着一道墙不跟谁分享，不想让你为难，你不再需要给我个答案。我想你是爱我的，我猜你也舍不得，但是这么说，总觉得我们之间留了太多空白格。也许你不是我的，爱你却又该割舍，分开或许是选择，但它也可能是。
Great work. This is interesting. You're a reasonably skilled vocalist. And I want you to pay more attention to your phrase endings. Your phrase endings. That's something that I have talked to Flo about a few times when we're observing vocalists. When I first heard you, I thought that it sounded quite polished. Then I heard some phrase endings that were missing some, some jazz hands. So it's kind of interesting because you already have the skills to do the phrase endings some justice. For example, there's a few, at least two I've heard that wanted a little vibrato and you didn't. But then there was other phrase endings where you had beautiful vibrato. So I can already, I think that I'm going to keep watching, but I have a feeling that my word for you is going to be looking at consistency, because the skills seem to be contained within you, but you're not always, often there's lots of nice stuff, but they're not always there, especially at phrase endings. Let's keep listening.
是我们的缘分。
Do you think he made this track?
No. I
No?
don't think so. It's probably karaoke.
其实很简单，其实很自然，两个人的爱由两人分担。其实并不难，是你太悲观。
Your agility is wonderful on those 3-note runs down. Nice.
隔着一道墙，不跟谁分享，不想让。
And generally, really beautiful register changes. When he goes up into his falsetto or that thinner tone, it's quite beautiful.
你未来，你不再需要给我个答案。我想我是爱你的。 我猜你也舍不得，但是这么说，总觉得我们之间留了太多空白格。也许你不是我的， 爱你却又该割舍。
Do either of you know this song? You do. Have I heard it?
No.
No.
It's by Tanya. Yeah.
You both know it.
It's popular, yeah.
So it's originally by a female.
Yes.
What do you think of his zhuzh into making it for a dude?
I like it.
Yeah.
It's probably a male version, eh?
Yeah,
This
there's
is
Sure.
Yeah.
It's been covered a few times.
Sure.
covered a few times.
分开或许是选择，但它也可能。
Okay, I've heard a couple of these lines where I don't know how the original song goes. Maybe you two can elaborate on that for me.
是选择，
That.
选择
Yeah, I think there might be scoops missing.
选择，
Maybe not.
No.
Something
there isn't.
feels.
There's no scoop mission.
Something feels. I don't know.
He might be riffing off of a famous
A version?
version, like a male version.
分开或许是选择，但它也可能是我们的缘分。我想我是爱你的，我猜你也舍不得，但是这么说，总觉得我们之间留了太多空白格，也许你不是我。
So then, in your opinion, Jay, tell me about that last phrase. Because there's something, not missing, but there's a polish that I feel I'm trying to put my finger on what it is.
Which line?
I'm going to try and replay it. Or Flo, if you have any thoughts about it. I think he might be behind the beat a bit, trying to fit it all in.
He was rushing a bit. I feel
我们之间留了太多空白格，也许你不是
Yeah. He was rushing.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was rushing.
interesting.
爱你却又该割舍，分开后也许选择，但它也可能是我们的缘分。
Said the wrong lyrics.
Whatever. It's not that I'm even trying to find anything wrong. I'm just trying to find something to offer you. And I think it's still going to be consistency. Even though I think this is really solid. And I think your ability to switch between registers is one of your superpowers, for sure. Okay, see, that's a great example. It's beautiful, but missing just a little something.
Pitch accuracy? A bit, yeah.
I think, okay, here's what I think. Your ability to switch between registers is remarkable. It's really, really lovely. Really, like I say, probably one of the most poignant pieces of your voice. But I would challenge you that, especially when you go up into your falsetto or your thinner register, be really thoughtful of how thin you want it. So this last thing that we heard, if you would have added a little bit more air into the tone, that instability wouldn't be there. Either more air in the tone or less air in the tone. So in general, I'd say you're above average ability with your register changing. How clean it is, how pretty it is when you're up in your falsetto. Very, very pleasant sound up there. But yeah, you need to just search around a little bit and be a little bit more pliable. Usually people need to experiment with exhaling a little bit more air into it, which can make it feel risky, like the sound might not come out. So usually people keep it a little bit more tonal, but you could play with that. Because the only reason we're hearing any pitch instability is because the registration is kind of not fixed.
Okay.
I think, but it's still beautiful. I'm kind of digging in pretty deep because this is a good performance.
Yeah.
Right? If you put more air in, you're not going to have that sort of dancing between registers.
Yeah.
Great work, though. Great work.
The dog hasn't
hasn't moved.
Looks like a prop.
It's crazy. This was a really good performance. I feel like I was a little bit grasping at straws, but I still think that some polish and consistency for this gentleman. But a great performance overall.
Cool.
These two are adorbs. I love these glasses.
整个世界停止不转动，很寂寞，坐在海边数着萤火虫，好困惑，想要的生活怎么有100种？不想掉进这城市漩涡，整个海洋摆动，柔软的举起我，孤独给我自由，忧郁的好感动，想要的生活怎么有100种？该怎么做？谁来告诉我？哦，每当我背对星空，抱着地球，发现自己其实再弱不敢说。当我背对星空，不断摸索，爱情渐渐萎缩，我猜不透无边的宇宙，哪里有我想要的生活。
Okay. So for me, this is something I see from time to time where people focus their practice, if you will, on the fun stuff, a riff, the more complicated things. And then what happens is things like pitch, stability, the through line get left in the dust. I've heard one riff and it was solid. The pitch was actually really solid in it. The speed was quite good, quite intact. But we've got pitch problems and we've got some sort of unstable push-pull happening. Also of note, your vibrato right now, I'm pretty sure is not laryngeal. I think it's like where you're kind of
On and off.
Yeah, on and off using either your torso or the muscles here to kind of stop and start the sound instead of bending the pitch. Now the good news is the most solid thing I've seen from you is your agility, right? It was that riff you did, which means that vibrato is just around the corner for you. But here's the tough thing. Laryngeal vibrato cannot find its way to the surface if you're doing anything else in its place, such as whatever. I'm doing a really bad example of it. But this is one of the toughest things to convince people is to stop doing the thing that they have in place of vibrato, because then suddenly they have no vibrato and they feel like I've stripped them of a sparkly piece of their performance. But the vibrato that you ideally want, you can't experience it because you're filling all the space with the other technique that you're doing. Now, so I've talked about two separate things. One, your vibrato, which you are doing something, but I don't think it's the ideal thing. Two is the kind of practicing you're doing and the kind of things you're focusing on. Great that you have a riff. Great that that agility is there. But I challenge you to come back to foundation. I know nobody likes to hear that. But the foundation of pitch stability, of really checking in with the melody. You're doing a great job moving through registration. I can tell that you have decent awareness of your instrument. But that foundation, the pitch stuff, you can't get around that. You have to come back to that.
The 海洋摆动，柔软的举起我，孤独给我自由，忧郁的好感动，想要的生活怎么有100种？该怎么做？谁来告诉我？ 每当我背对星空，抱着地球，发现自己其实脆弱，不敢说。当我背对星空，不断摸索，爱情渐渐萎缩，我猜不透无边的宇宙，哪里有我想要。
One more thing I'm going to add is that I hate to use this word because it stings. It stings anybody, even though it's not the context I'm going to use it in. You're being a bit lazy. And I know the word lazy is it's a doozy, but I don't mean lazy like you're actively not caring. I mean that you've already shown me that your agility, you're quite capable when it comes to agility, but you're not always applying it. And it's one thing when we're doing a live performance to kind of miss one as you go by. But there's a few that I've heard you pass that you're kind of like just mostly kind of sort of doing it. And when it comes to agility and actually anything in singing, you can't kind of do it. You can't kind of hope that your body will just like remember and take care of it. Doesn't matter how good you are. The greats, I guarantee you, they are steering. Their hands are on the wheel and they are there the whole time. We can't kind of take a back seat and hope it works out. And again, I'm not suggesting that you're not trying. You're obviously really trying. You've made a video, you've really shown up. But I mean actively, the muscles, physically in your body, you need to really keep your brain and your voice and your ear and everything really connected and really firing the whole time. You can't stop firing that system till the song is done. That pitch. You gotta drill that stuff. Do you guys know this?
I do.
You do. Is it a girl?
No, it's a guy. Singer and songwriter.
每当我背对星空，不断摸索，发现自己其实脆弱，不肯说。当我背对星空，不断摸索，爱情渐渐萎缩，我猜不透无边的宇宙，哪里有我想要的生活？原来100种，要在很久很久以后才会懂。
See, she's got pieces of agility that are strong when it clicks.
That's right.
我那100种。
But it almost feels like sometimes she's lucking out. Like I can't tell.
That could be part of it.
Oh, watch your pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fun performance to watch. It's cool to see them play together. And I think she's got some ingredients, but she's gonna have to dig back in. There's lots of stuff. There's lots of tools that you have, but you have to believe that you're worth going harder. Don't let yourself sing a note that seems off and just, close enough. There's kind of no such thing. You gotta keep fighting for as close as you possibly can. But thank you for sending. Great work. Cute filter.
Yeah, whoa.
It's a David Tao song.
Okay.
Katrina, I can't stop looking in your eyes, but my words don't come out straight. I don't know what to say, no. On Monday, I tell myself I gotta wait, Dave. Don't rush it, don't anticipate. Take it slowly, it's okay. it's okay. And I just want a chance to know you, to know the woman deep inside. Yeah. And I don't wanna look back on life to see this missed opportunity. Yeah, to get to know you. Even at the risk of looking like a fool to you.
One of the thoughts I have, great work, thanks for sending. One of the thoughts I have is that sometimes you are not opening your mouth as much as you might need to. It'll help your pitch on the higher notes for sure. And it's also going to help, I don't know, the clarity. And sometimes we can find a different registration, different shape or thickness or thinness of the tone by, you know, just dropping the jaw a little bit. But this is I'm assuming because this is a David Tao song, it's probably pretty riffy.
Yeah.
And do you feel like he's grabbing a lot of them?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, I think the riffs are good, but could be cleaner. Mm-hmm. Could be a little cleaner, but good. Is this similar to the tone David Tao uses up there?
I'm not sure.
No?
I'm not sure.
I'm just curious. It's perfectly fine.
On Wednesday, I casually walk on by to find that you're not there. I act like I don't care. But on Friday, I catch a glimpse of you. I tell my
This is a very interesting tone. Is that what's in this? Is that what it does?
Probably.
Really?
Probably a head voice there. Yeah.
Yeah, but he sounded like an instrument.
myself, don't hesitate. You just woke up and say hello. Say hello.
So, look at your mouth. Hello. Right? Your teeth are touching your bottom lip. Say the word hello. 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 My teeth are nowhere near my lip. Space. We want to make a chamber for the sound to all bounce around in. It doesn't have to be as extreme as mine, but when you watch this back, singer, this is a great screenshot just for you to think about the word hello and looking at your mouth right now. Hello. Hello. You need a little bit of space in there. Hello. And the reason I say that too is because you're just teeny tiny. Would you say just teeny tiny flat? Mm-hmm. And if you just drop your jaw a bit and give a little bit more space, you'll be able to push a little bit more sound through, give it a little bit more gas, and maybe whoop, lift into that pitch just a bit.
Oh.
Just a bit. I don't even. Do you think that's unfair?
Yeah, it could be better. Yeah.
Just a little tighter, right?
Yeah.
Just a little tiny under.
Oh.
Yeah, just need
I
space.
just want a chance to know you. To know.
To know you. This is supposed to be know you. So know you.
Yes.
3. And I think you've got 2. And here's the thing with it's perfectly fine to simplify the 3 notes down to 2, but usually what happens is people choose these 2 notes. But what would be probably a little bit more musically sound.
Chance to know you.
Know you. Is that what he did?
Yes.
To know the woman deep inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't wanna look back on life.
I don't wanna look back on life. So different vocalists, even when we're looking at different male vocalists, there's going to be slightly different places sometimes where when you're switching back down from a falsetto register and coming back into your more chest voice or full voice, one of two things. You might want to choose a different note, or more likely for you, because I think you have the skills to do this, you're going to want to watch your pitch stability when you come back down into that full chest voice.
And I don't wanna look back on
Back. I don't want to look back. I don't want to look back on. So that's the other thing you could do. You can stay in your falsetto for one extra word, and then you'll have a little bit more space on the word on because it's a little bit lower. Or what I bet you're going to want to do, I think you have the skill, just really be ready. Really be ready to kind of catch yourself and be really focused on the pitch on the word that you're switching back on, which is back.
life to see this missed opportunity. Yeah, to get to know you. Even at the risk of looking like a fool to you.
Okay, so you just did to you. So I think he should do the 3-note riff.
Yeah.
I think he should add it back in where I think he could do it. He could do it.
To know the love you came inside. Yeah. No. And I don't wanna look back on life to see this missed opportunity. Yeah, to get to know you. Even at the risk of looking like a fool to you.
Yeah, you have the agility.
Katrina, will I ever know your heart?
Great work. Great work. Go back to my comments about the 3-note riff, and I think you should add the 3rd note in.
Yeah.
What was the word? You?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
So you're doing you, but I think you should go for the full meal deal. You. And you can drill. You. Walk around the house, do it a bazillion times. Great work on this. Drop your jaw, open your mouth, drill the riff, and you're somewhere pretty good. Great work.
Let's see the original. Let's see if David Tao did the 3 notes.
Oh, really? You think maybe he didn't?
I can't remember. Oh, he belted.
Even at the risk of looking like a fool.
No, it's 2 notes.
Well, that's not the same you.
Yes, to you.
Yeah.
So then he did it right.
Yeah.
He did what he does.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he should still add it in.
He belted a lot more. He's not switching.
But I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
It's 2 notes.
2 notes.
He's probably cringing the whole time I've been yelling at him.
No, it's a good suggestion.
I think it should be to you.
He did that too.
In a different place.
In different places. Doesn't
But
matter.
I think that I'll give him one more kudos. I didn't anticipate, like, he sold the non-belt. When he went up into that falsetto
Yeah, I
tone.
always thought like David Tao could have done the
Yeah,
same
like
thing
I was surprised.
with the head. Yeah.
Yeah, he sold it.
Yeah.
He sold it. So great work. Apparently, I'm instructing you to do something over and above what the original artist does. But hey, aim for the stars. Aim for the stars. Great work, though. Great work. Thanks for sending.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, Lord.
To the song here in my heart, a melody I start but can't complete. Listen
Nice.
to the sound from deep within.
I can't help myself. There's lots of great foundation here, so I'm just going to add on the word the. We want to be careful that we don't do duh. So I know it's really hard. Duh, the. So we want to make sure there's air coming through those top teeth. To the. It doesn't have to be so extreme as the, but we don't want duh. But the rest is coming out quite nice. So far, I'm hearing a little bit of what I kind of call the push-pull as far as stability goes, but we'll see where it ends up.
It's only beginning.
Yeah, it's only beginning. I'm exaggerating, but that's what I mean by push-pull.
To find release. Oh, the time has come for my dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside and turned into your own. Oh, 'cause you won't listen. Listen, I am alone at the crossroad. I'm not at home in my own home. And I tried to say what's on my mind. You should have known. Now I'm done believing you. You don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I followed the voice you gave to me.
Singer, this is one of the tougher kinds of feedback to give because you've got there's lots here. But there's like some missing pieces around the edge, and those with a song like this, they matter. But you are above an average singer, to say the least. You are doing a great job keeping a thicker tone in these higher notes. I think your agility is really good. I think the riffs you're doing are darn close to what Beyonce is doing. I would challenge you to dig in even deeper around the accuracy of those riffs, but I'm being really picky. But I think watch your phrase endings and watch that you're not crying into things that don't need a cry. I'll see if I can point some out.
But now I've gotta find
Nice.
my own, and you should have listened. There was someone here inside, someone I thought had died so long ago. Oh, I'm screaming out in my
So that's an example. Screaming. I can't really emulate it well, but that cry is a technique that if there's too many of them, it can be really fatiguing for the listener. You're not doing them like to an extreme. Like when you do them, they're not extreme, but I hear a lot of them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This will be hard. They will not be pushed aside or turned into your own. Oh, 'cause you
There's another one. Oh. So again, it's not against the law. It's a legit technique, right, Flo? We've talked a lot about it. It's a legit technique and a great technique. But when we overuse it, it becomes a habit, first of all, and it also replaces. Wherever you're putting it, it's replacing something over and over and over and over. So you end up kind of not losing another skill, but you end up kind of always covering over something else, and then it just makes it more tempting to keep using it. So just watch those. Watch those. Maybe too many.
won't listen.
Okay, I don't think I've ever commented on a singer's tongue because I think it's something that we can get really self-conscious about if we focus on it as a singer, like tongue placement. I've seen people talking in the comment section sometimes when when I first started making content where they would be like, oh, Rozette, your tongue is placed so well. And I would be like, what? I didn't place it anywhere. It's just like where it is. But in this case,
Into your own,
we actually hear your tongue because it's, hold on.
oh, 'cause you won't listen.
I'm exaggerating. So the reason your tongue is what we might call high is because I think that I won't say what I think you're trying to do. I'll say what I want you to do. What I want you to do is remember how it would feel if you said, ah, ah. If I said, hey, I wouldn't say, hey, hey, right? I wouldn't let my tongue would naturally, when I go to yell, hey, my tongue will naturally kind of snap downward. And so instead of you worrying about that your tongue needs to go down or it's too high, it's not even that. That's not what it is. It's that I want you to get in touch with organically what your tongue would do, what your jaw would do, what your mouth would do. In this phrase, listen, say. So we're hearing your tongue because you're not organically kind of, you need to test. Ah, hey, ah. What it'll naturally do, we'll save this.
It's interesting.
Very.
Listen, I am alone at the crossroad. I'm not at home in my own home. And I tried to say what's on my mind. You should have known. Now I'm done believing you. You don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I follow the voice you think you gave to me. But now I've gotta find. I don't know where I belong, but I'll be moving on. If you don't, if you won't listen to the song.
Like, you're doing such a great job, but it's the stability that's, I think stability is what I would say. There's a little bit of this going on, so we're not just like feeling the through line, but you're very skilled, right? You've got the twang going, you got those upper thick notes going, you've got agility, you've got your vibrato, everything is there. But I almost would recommend you, nobody wants to do this because it's such, it feels tedious, but if you chose a few lines of this song, I would recommend you listen to Beyonce do like 3 or 4 lines and listen like 1,000 times and steal everything. Kind of, we call it in yoga maybe the beginner's mind, and even in any study, kind of wipe your brain free of what you think it is or what you always do or whatever your preconceived notion is, and really listen, because you do have a lot of raw material, but your ear needs to hold you more accountable maybe. Like, a lot of people watching this video right now will think that I'm maybe being harsh because she's doing a lot of crazy stuff. But when we want to get into really, really pleasant, warm, connected vocals, those little details, especially in a song like this, but you've got a lot going on. You do. But I'm challenging you anyway to listen deeper and connect the line even more.
I'm here in my heart, a melody I start, but I will complete. Wow. Now I'm done believing you. You don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I follow the voice you think you gave to me. But now I've gotta find my own.
So the other thing, I think overall, again, I never talk about tongue, but I think in general, your tongue is a little jacked. So we're getting, don't know if it's masky or if it's just like not a rich tone. Everything's kind of, oh, I don't want to fight. See how, do you feel how my tongue's up there? I don't want to find my oh, I don't want to find my oh. Do you feel the difference? Hear the difference?
Yes.
Big time, right?
Yeah.
So I think it wouldn't surprise me if you've worked with a great coach and or, you could have arrived here on your own. But I don't know if you started thinking too much about your tongue or if you're doing that in response to the fact that it's so freaking high and you're just trying to make it a little bit of a cushion for yourself. But the tone will become more warm, more pleasant when you find a more neutral, organic placement for your tongue. I hope that's helpful. But great work. That's a beast of a song.
Yeah.
Thank you for sending. I would actually say you should send in another one and choose something less insane. Partially, you can still choose something crazy, but something that you have a little bit more time and space to not totally have to be in like survival mode the whole time. That song is nutty, but great work.
Oh my god.
Actually, I was gonna ask you, like Adam Lambert sings with his tongue out a lot.
Out?
Yeah, when he belts, he's like, ah! He's like, his whole tongue, half of his tongue is out.
That was on camera so bad.
Yeah. Well, that's what he does.
Oh my gosh.
Well, here's the thing. Ultimately, we're less concerned about the shit out front.
Okay.
The shit out front can obviously affect what's happening in the back of what I call like the chamber of the mouth. Ultimately, whatever it looks like out front, as long as it's still sounding good, which we both did.
Okay.
We both still sounded good when we did that.
Okay.
So I'm not really here to tell a singer what it's supposed to be.
How high it is, right?
I'm going to say instead of how high, yes, many coaches would say yes, but I'm going to say how neutral and how organic.
Okay.
And by neutral, I just mean, what would you do if you were making that sound in your life, right? You wouldn't say, hey, hi, I hate you over there. We just wouldn't. That's just not a natural thing we do, right? We say, hey, fight or flight, right? The natural notion of our body, if we're trying to be heard, which is what we're doing when we're yelling or on a higher note, we want to get out of our own way. So our body would never let us say, fire, fire, hey. We were never going to. Our body's going to help us. Hey, we're going to drop our jaw. Everything's going to press out of the way and the sound is going to have a ton of space. So again, I'm not sure how she arrived there, but we hear a lot of tongue. We're hearing the tongue. And it's not that I want you to focus on your tongue. It's that I want you to not focus on your tongue. I want you to just get into that human experience of, whoa, yeah, listen, whoa. Your tongue knows what to do if you don't boss it around too much. Yeah, but great work.
挑战一口气唱完 Lead the Way。
What did he say? Song title?
One take challenge, basically.
Nice.
Yeah. What's the song?
Do 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 do.
It's like Craig David sorta,
Sorta.
but I think we'll talk about vibrato in a minute here.
Would I believe?
Nice rich fat tone.
Yep, I like that.
What for and let together.
Does anybody know this song?
I don't.
Me neither. Oh, hey, it was hey.
Yeah.
That's very Craig David-y.
Yeah.
Would I foresee?
Super cut
What
riffs.
find a place I belong forever. And if I move closer, then love will take over.
Whoa.
And leave
That's cut.
no way.
Yo! So I'm going to say the quiet part out loud again today. Why was the beginning weird?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Can you go back to the beginning?
This song?
Yeah.
挑战一口气唱完 Lead the Way。You
You know what it is? He's putting vibrato inside a riff. Is that what it is? Like something feels unstable. But then when he got going, it was like, yo!
Yeah. It's one of the riffiest singer that we had.
Oh, yeah.
On this one take challenge.
And cut.
Yes.
Okay, we are like here.
Giving up hope, losing the faith that love could be my treasure.
But I don't even know if he's one of the riffiest. Yeah, one of the riffier. But they're also just that particular style of riff. I know I've now said the name Craig David 1,000 times. But they're like really snatched and really cut and really fast.
Yeah.
And now, nothing's the same. I found myself reborn on the day I met you.
I think also because he's using a mic in the headphones and the headphones are touching his body, we're hearing extra bass in the tone kind of.
Yeah.
And if we move closer, then love will take over and leave.
He's not using a mic.
No. I just mean like his head.
From
It's the
his
head
headphone.
mic.
Yeah,
but that's what I mean. We're hearing extra bass because it's touching his body, like a
Exactly.
lapel or
Yeah.
like a lav mic
For
or a lapel
sure.
mic. Yeah.
Suddenly,
Like there's something. Like
It's just
It's,
overcut.
like
It's
cut,
because
overcut.
it's overcut. Because
yeah.
it's overcut.
So sometimes it's just cut beautifully, and then you're right. Sometimes it becomes overcut, and what that means is
But Craig David does that too.
he
He does.
does, but something.
It's the pitch accuracy. That's different.
Fine.
right?
Yep. There's a bit
yeah.
less stability on pitch. Yeah.
you are lying here with me, and the truth I used to hold her.
But it's pretty tight pitch.
It is.
And if we're more closer and let it take over.
I think it's around vibrato. The whatever we're hearing, whatever is the thing, I think it's around vibrato.
The love.
See, that's nice. That vibrato is nice, but sometimes he does like, I don't know, like it.
But that's not supposed to be vibrato. I think he was trying to put some extra notes in those, maybe.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
Will leave.
Yeah, it's just a lot of notes.
Nowhere.
Not vibrato. Okay.
What is this? Is he trying to
go
whistle?
up. No. Yeah, it's just flat. It's like a one step flat, I think.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh. Do-do-do-do. Ooh.
Yo, can you send another video with not your headphones? No, like I want to hear the tone of his voice without that like bass.
Yeah.
You send us another one. Send us. Who is this singer?
I don't know.
Even way more closer.
Oh, yeah. It is sometimes overcut.
And let it take over. The love.
The reason I kind of want to know what song this is because like this is an outrageous amount of riffs, but it could be in there if this is that kind of
Could
song.
be a Craig David song. You never know.
Will lead.
Jeez.
I think it's called Lead the Way.
Okay. got to be kidding me. Is it really?
Mariah Carey.
Okay, then he's really made it his own then. I can't see her doing...
He made it sound like Craig David song.
But I just can't see this amount of riffs. Even though she's riffy. Play it. No, it's...
Not as many.
I think he's added... There's a lot. It's a lot!
Yes.
But his are a different style. That hyper cut like Craig David.
Yeah. He sounds more like Craig David.
Sir, you are a riff champion, but I still... You don't hear... Ooh.
Yes, I heard that.
I think it's low for him, maybe. Right here.
No, it's not low.
No, it's not.
This is low. This is low. That part wasn't low.
Okay. Yo, well, this was quite a ride. Your agility is intense, but as much as you are skilled, I know this is crazy, but you could be more accurate. It's good. It's really good and quite accurate. But we could always. I mean, I think he's walking around also.
Yeah.
And that's really crazy for what this is.
Yeah.
But again, I'd love to see one from you. But get the mic off your head. I want just sing into your phone or something. Tonally, it's like very heavy right now, or dark, or weighted.
Yeah.
But beautiful performance. To be very clear. Riff-tastic.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling to know what else to say. It was just like a lot of riffs.
That's his superpower.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Maybe falsetto and head voice needs to be...
More registration. Switch it up a little bit.
Like, I'm trying to find out which note he's trying to reach here.
Oh, because it's Mariah Carey. Maybe he is trying to whistle.
Maybe.
We're not laughing at you.
I'm trying to find out which note he's trying to reach.
I don't know.
That's a really high note. You can do it.
I don't know about Mariah Carey's whistle notes. What is he?
I don't know. Is that what he's trying to do?
I don't know what he's trying to do, though.
Wait. Yeah, that note. Oh yeah, it's definitely a whistle.
He went for... What did I say?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do dudes whistle? Dudes?
Of course dudes do.
Who does?
Vitas.
He whistles?
Vitas?
Yeah. Dimash. Dimash Vitas.
I guess I'm like, it's out of my world because I just don't... I don't never listen to...
I've never heard a dude...
Basically, Vitas popularized.
But what does it sound like? A
The whistle
clarinet?
tone.
Like,
I want to hear it, though. I want to hear it.
Ooh.
We all heard it before.
But is it as high as women do?
It can't be.
Yes, as high as women.
Really?
Vitas has a super range, like super high.
But do you really
range.
consider whistle part of a...
Part of singing?
Well, it is part of singing, but I mean, it's like, I don't know, I wouldn't consider it in your, like, usable... Like, you don't sing...
Such a flex. It's like magic trick.
Yeah.
Magic-
Absolutely, but I'm just saying,
So
you know how, like, singers are like, da-na-na-na-na-na, whee! They don't use, like, a shit ton of notes in between there. So it's like you have this range and then, like, this crazy shit over here. But singers don't, like, use... Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyway, sir, good job. We've now gone on a tangent. Great work on this. Send us something else. I don't know if you're gonna like what I'm gonna say. Send us something less riffy. You can still have riffs, but I want to hear the rest of your shit.
Yeah.
The rest of your... We've now heard every riff.
Yeah.
They're fast, they're tight, they're cut. Yes. Give me something else.
Very busy though. It's
It's
really
busy, but it's a Mariah song. But that's what I'm saying. Give us a Craig David song.
Oh yeah.
Give us a Craig David
I
song.
would want that. Yeah.
Give us a Craig David song.
What's the?
There's
original?
Fill Me In, 7
days.
You're thinking of Fill Me In.
Boy. Yeah, I love this one.
Can't learn this.
Yeah. Yeah, so cool.
He could do this. He could do
He
this.
can. I can't.
Calm down, Katrina. Okay. Great work, everybody. Great work, everybody.
Yeah.
This is our full episode, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. Good job, all y'all. Woo.
Listen.